Good morning, everyone. How's it going? It is about time that I saw this movie, and it's about time I make a movie review about it. And that movie is called Jesus Revolution. What a film that I enjoyed watching. This film is for those of you who are Christians, who have a relationship with God, like myself. And I recommend it for anyone, but I think that this is more for people who have a relationship with God, who are Christians. I feel like this movie is for them. So let's get to it. So the movie is about a hippie street preacher and an unhappy teenager and a straight-laced California pastor wind up creating a new kind of church after crossing paths in the 1970s. Now, this movie is based on a true story. The cast features Joel Courtney, Jonathan Rumi, Kelsey Grammer. I gotta say this. Kelsey Grammer is a national treasure. I love his work in Cheers, Frasier. I've been a fan of his work for a while, but I feel like now I've grown to respect him and to become much of a bigger fan of him after watching his outstanding performance in Jesus Revolution. He was phenomenal as a pastor, phenomenal. I feel that he pours his heart and soul in any role that you give him, as long as is the right script in front of him. I mean, I'm a sucker for movies that is based on the 1960s, 1970s, because you see that authentic look that they give on screen, from a wardrobe, from a music standpoint. I love the music that was being used in this movie, the hairstyle, just everything that defines the 60s and 70s. I loved it. I loved it. So, and in this movie, it shows that. One of the parts that caught me by surprise, and I'm sorry, but anytime I hear the song, "What is it good for? Absolutely nothing," I will always think of Rush Hour 1, the first Rush Hour movie. And when I saw that in a driving scene, when this song was being played, I just thought about Rush Hour 1. So I thought that was funny, but I liked it. I like the scene between the pastor and the hippie in the family dining room scene. The hippie's name is Lonnie Frisbee. So the scene between the pastor and Lonnie Frisbee in that dining room scene was phenomenal. That's one of my favorite scenes of the movie. The baptized scene was also one of my favorites. It was pretty moving. It was beautiful to watch. Just an incredible scene, incredible scene. When you see all of these individuals get saved and get baptized. So like I said, the movie is based on a true story. Kelsey Grammer, who plays as Pastor Chuck Smith, at first he wasn't too sure about the hippies, but then he invited them and into the Calvary Chapel in the 1960s, in the late 1960s, and it helped raise membership numbers and improve the church's finances. So without Lonnie Frisbee, it probably would have never gained that much attraction in the church, but his presence was huge, and it went on to lead to so many bigger things in the years going forward. Lonnie Frisbee, he died in 1993, and the pastor died in 2013, so it was 20 years apart. I will do everything that I can not to spoil anything. I'm just mentioning scenes here and there that are my favorites. But I will say that the second half of the movie, it takes a huge shift with one of the main characters of the story, of the movie. I'm not too sure if I would have gone that route from a writing standpoint, but I'll let you see for yourself. Also, that was a flaw that bothered me. Another flaw was that some of the dialogue sounded kind of cheesy. Again, you have to see for yourself. I don't want to give away anything. But I feel that the performances were outstanding. The wardrobe was great. The music selection for the movie was great. It has some touchy, powerful scenes. To me, I look at it as a feel-good story when I think of Jesus Revolution. So one of my favorite lines of the movie is, "There is an entire generation looking for God." I don't know why, but I like when I first heard that line, it stuck to me. So, and I feel that in my generation and the generation after me, we need to get down on our knees more often and pray and read the Bible and have a relationship with God. We need to do that more often because, times are tough and they're gonna get tougher, whether you want to hear it or not. Times are gonna get tougher. What else? But yeah, I feel that the directors John Irwin and Brent McCorby, they did a good job to bring this story to life, to give us a nice vision of this movie. The tricky thing about that is true story movies is that you want to know what's fact and what's fiction. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's certain things that are fictionalized. But I enjoyed the movie. I really did. So now it's time for my favorite part, which is to give a movie review. From 1 through 5, I'm gonna go with a 4.3 out of 5 stars. The movie is on Netflix. God bless Netflix for putting this movie there. And I highly recommend that you should watch it. Like I said, it's a feel-good story. I feel that this is one of those movies that you should watch it with your family members. But if you want to see it for yourself alone, feel free to do so. I watched it by myself. I might put my mom to watch it. We'll see. But because both of us, we have a relationship with God and we always read the Bible. We always listen to sermons and things of that nature. So, but man, I really enjoy this movie. I never thought that I would like it as much as I would, but I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you for watching this video. Hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, be safe. And may God bless you all.